Hey, what is up, guys? Ghriffin with Farmtown Flippers here as always with my very beautiful and lovely wife, young Thrifty chick.
Hello.
Guys, today we're showing you some of the finds, some of the things that we have purchased and that we have resold on eBay. Not always, certainly not all the most valuable things, but interesting things, things that we can speak to and we can let you know what to look out for when you're out there hunting in the wild. And we'll get right to it. The first thing is this. This is actually really interesting. So a lot of people sleep on media, especially DVDs. But for me, I gravitate towards the DVD section whenever we go someplace because you can find some crazy stuff. I didn't actually find this one. Young Thrifty chick did. To her credit, she just picked this up out of the blue for $1.50. And whoop, raise the roof. We're raising the roof, guys. So this is the third man. This is actually special. There are a lot of editions of this video, and they actually do produce it on Blu-ray, but this one is kind of special. So this is the Criterion Collection, the third man. This is really weird. It's from Orson Welles, and I have not seen this movie, but it's highly collectible. Out of print on DVD, and when it comes to DVD, this is the pinnacle of it. I could have probably gotten $35 out of this, which is what most people are charging. And I think the sold comps that I looked at were between like $32 and $34. The last three that I had seen sold. But I was happy to sell it for $25 because we only paid $1.50 for it. And, times are tough. So we paid $1.50 and we made a whole bunch of profit. Don't sleep on media. I don't know that much about Blu-rays. I know enough to buy them when I see them if they're worth it. But I do DVDs. That's my thing. Anyway.
I had a question though. Didn't
Yeah.
you say that like 4K, anything 4K DVDs you've picked up before? That's worth money, right? Or certain ones.
Yes, all 4K, HD movies are worth money. But you have to realize a couple things. Number one, you have to get them because somebody mistakenly puts the 4K movies in the regular movie bins and then you just steal them, basically. That's stealing. But it's legal stealing because they're charging what they charge and then you just take them. And you pay, you obviously pay for them, but yes. But almost nobody has a 4K DVD player right now. I mean, the amount of people that have a 4K, you could probably count them on mine and young thrifty chick's hands. There's not a lot, but they are worth a lot of money. I sold a lot of them, so I know. But DVDs are my specialty, so that's my wheelhouse. That's where I go. I've done this every single time. There we go.
Okay, so this found at one of our local honey holes, and the sticker price said $1, but actually there was a sign it was toys for 30% off. So really it was like 75 cents.
Yeah.
So I actually made $9 on this after fees. Obviously they paid $12.99 for this, but I thought it was really cool because it was just in a little toy bin, randomly stickered for $1. Had to get it because, well, it's Funko Pop. We have a lot of Funko Pop here. But just alone, it sells for about, that's like the low, well, the high end, I mean, of $12.99. But, it was complete. It didn't have, many dings on it. Maybe like a little ding like on the car, her hair or whatever. But
I mean, it looks to be
yeah,
in pretty good
you
shape.
can't
Right?
tell
Yeah, I
because like
mean, it's
if you on the other side, but thought it was just really cool. You don't see that every day. Oscar Mayer pop, really cool. But yeah, after fees and everything, made about $9.12. So
Hey,
I thought that was pretty cool. It's not a home run, but
yeah,
it's
but
cool to see
yeah,
like even the small things. If you can get something under $1 and you can sell it and make $9, $10, $12, like that's still a win because times are tough. But it just to
do that
show,
5 or 10 times a day, and
just to
there you go.
show,
Now you got a job.
just to show you can make money on stuff.
It's crazy to me that some things just kind of stand the test of time because, I remember, and I'm older than you. I remember when I was a kid, people buying this stuff, and it's just crazy to me that all this time later, like people are still like actively searching this stuff up and buying it. It's insane.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's not something that you like see every day,
Yeah.
and it's cool. Like just alone, it's going for like $12. Like hey, you turned 75 cents into $9.
That's
That's a win.
that's a
After
big one.
after fees and package materials, like that's cool.
Yeah, I that's solid. So this guy right here, I seen this. We have you guys probably seen this on or maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, please watch the episode of thrifting local honey holes. I found this in a thrift shop really local to us. They usually don't have much, but what you can actually find there are jackets, and this one was brand new. This is a brand new Levi's trucker line Sherpa jacket. Um, you could tell right away it had never been worn. It was brand new without the tags. The only problem with this jacket is that it was medium, right? But there's a lot of small guys out there, so there's still a market for this jacket, and the jacket itself is beautiful. Like if you were to see this picture doesn't do it justice, but it is a beautiful jacket. Seems incredibly warm, and it is just quality. From top to bottom, it is a quality jacket. I had it listed for $59.99. I paid $20 for it. I ended up taking $50. And I took $50 because why wouldn't I? I'm not going to sit on this until the spring, and a $30 profit is a $30 profit. So, when it comes to clothes and jackets and things like that, there's money to be made. Just be really careful because it's a hard sell. But when it comes to Levi's, and if you know it hasn't been worn and you can present it like new, it's a whole nother level that you can kind of sell these things as. So yeah, that's an easy $30 all day. I think after fees and everything, I'll probably make like $22 in profit. But hey, that's $22 I didn't have before I picked up this jacket and shipped it out. And so
So here we have the SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton Krabby Patty mug. Really cool. Bargain Daddy actually picked it up at Goodwill for $2.99. So that was pretty cool. I told him right away. I said, anything SpongeBob. I told him to look in the box just to make sure it was in there. It wasn't the wrong one, and it was really cool. Didn't sit on this for very long, maybe about a month. Really cool. Obviously they paid the $20 for it, and made about $11 on this after fees.
She swears that I seen this and I don't
No,
remember.
he did.
It,
He did.
I'm telling you guys right now, like, I'm just gonna shoot you straight.
No.
I feel like if I would have seen this, there's no way it would have left the house.
No, you did see it, and you said, "I know we have to sell it."
Okay.
So
It's hard to believe because I love SpongeBob and like I love Plankton and like I feel like if I seen this right now, I would never let her sell it. I'd snatch that up real quick and I'd be like, "There's a."
at first
It
he
lived
did.
right over there.
No. At first he did, and I said, "Well, I'm listing it." And he goes, "I know we have to sell it, so it's fine."
All right, maybe that's true.
No, it was true.
Okay, I don't remember.
That's why I'm here to remind you. But
Okay.
very cool.
What do we have here? So, a lot of you guys that watch the channel, I have a big love for Disney Infinity. I have so much Disney Infinity stuff to sell. I have thousands of dollars worth of Disney Infinity. I got my toes wet with this. These are power discs. These power discs are used on the bases. And these, it doesn't matter what system you have. It could be any system. The PS2, the PS3, the PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. It doesn't matter. These will work on any of those. And these are two of the most popular playlists for Disney Infinity available. This is Toy Box. Toy Box Takeover and Toy Box Speedway. So Toy Box Takeover is really cool for Infinity because it allows you to use 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 characters all together, which is the first time in Infinity that you could do that. And then you can play the characters together at the same time. And this is the playset that allowed that to happen, which is really cool. And then the Speedway playset is really cool because it works kind of like Mario Kart, and it's really fun. We kind of had this like when they had the cars come in. So there's a specific Cars playset, Disney Cars, and then you kind of had that, but this is even better because now you can take all of your characters, put them into racers, and they all have special abilities in their cars when you race them. It's really fun, really cool. The $19.99 is crossed out because I took $18.99. So I took a dollar hit, but I have, I think, 16 of each of these. So I'm just trying to unload a little bit, and I was happy to get the money. But, Disney Infinity, people still play it. People still care about it. If you see these at garage sales, at flea markets, if it's a good price, know what you're doing, but pick it up. It's still worth money. People still buy it. There we go.
Okay, one of my favorites, we did this in a long form video where we did unbox one of these. We actually bought these from Walmart online. We paid for them brand new, $10. So for this one, I wanted to sell purposely used because I wanted to sell it and make something. For this one though, I broke even, but it's okay. The contents were all inside. I thought it was really cool. When we opened this was like that long form video we had, and it was cool. We wanted to see what was inside, good quality. It doesn't really seem to be very known to people.
Yeah, which is weird.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
But obviously somebody wanted this even though it was open, but it's literally brand new because we opened it, you saw the contents, everything was still inside. Bubble wrapped this very well, and it actually sold last night.
We have a video specifically on opening this, right?
I said we have the long form video. Yeah.
And I gotta tell you guys,
It's
just
really cool.
like out of all the toys we open, obviously we open a lot of toys, right? This is one of the coolest things I've ever opened. I really didn't want to sell it, but the thing is like we are not we're not monetized. We're not giant YouTubers. And we can't afford to just buy a whole bunch of toys and just go ham all the time. We have to resell this stuff because, these things are expensive. Like this right now at Walmart is going for what, 30, 40 bucks?
It's like $40.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
We
30 to 40.
We have to recoup some of the money. We want to show you guys what's in there, but it's like we pay the money, and like out of all the stuff we open, like I remember specifically opening this, and I was blown away by what was inside. One of the coolest things I've ever seen that we opened, and I was taken aback by the quality of what was in here. So
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool, but it's really nice sometimes where you can be a consumer advocate and buy these things and unbox them for the people. Get that content out there, show the parents what they can expect to get for their kiddos, and then recoup some of that value back. Even if you're not monetized like us.
And even though I broke even on this, which is fine, it is good to let people know that, like, you're not gonna get rich on every item that you do come across and try to sell. This is more of like an aha moment, or like it's like a learning tool. So it's like, even if you open something and you're like, well, I kind of need the money, or I just want to sell it, and you're not going to get that much out of it, as long as you have good pictures and you take really good care of what you opened, you're still going to make money.
Yeah, make sure you keep everything that's in the box, because then you can say, on the listing, everything is included. It's in there. Just open to verify the contents, and if you didn't play with it, if your kids didn't have at it, you can list it as like new or new other, and then explain that you just opened it,
right,
to verify the contents, so everybody else knew what was in it, and then you're selling it. It's still new. And eBay has that option. You can list new other, and then see description or and then you just shoot them straight in the description and let them know exactly what it is. That's still new, guys. That's still
it is, yeah.
All right, let's move on. This, oh my goodness, I don't know what this is. So this is something crazy. We were in Savers last week. We have this on film. This was Farmtown Flips number 4, number 5 or something, and we're in Savers during half price one day, and I go down the aisle that everybody sleeps on. A lot of the stuff I find in Savers is always in this aisle, and for some reason everybody goes to different places. Nobody goes down this aisle, but it's kind of the aisle where they put stuff they don't know what it is, and when they don't know what it is, they price it really cheap. So this was new. This was sealed. This is actually way crazier than it looks like. I don't have a picture loaded up for the back of the box, but this is something you build it. It actually articulates, so you build this. It's got like, what, 340 pieces, something like that?
I think it says 203.
Oh, okay. Right, 203 pieces. But then it actually articulates, and it build your own giant wearable adjustable hydraulic hand. Wow. It says that. It says wow. So that's why I said wow. So we paid for this $3.50. We paid $3.50. I didn't know what the hell this was. Young Thrifty chick didn't know what the hell it was. What I did know is we seen factory seals on both ends of the box, which means it's all in there. And when we looked at it, we knew it was worth more than $3.50. So we immediately put it in the cart. And sometimes that's all it takes, guys. And, that's, after fees and whatever, that's $15 profit in our pocket. Because we charge for shipping. I know a lot of times people don't charge for shipping. We always do. We got our shipping covered on this, and so that is just $15 of pure profit on this one item. What else we got? What's this?
So this one I had for a while. Actually, Murano Mama was with me with this. This was at one of the locals that we don't really go to, but sometimes they have good stuff in there. This was obviously, I think it was before the holidays. It was around like October I bought this. With several different other ones like this. This was a collection. Very minty. Every piece was there. There was nothing wrong with this. It was like pretty much like new. Had its COA packaging. So that was awesome. And yeah, I had this for I think almost 2 years. Maybe a year and a half. It's a pretty long time. And they, used, it's going for about $40, but I had this, like I said, I had it listed for a long time, and I had priced it at 30% off sale, took 28, and I actually made $20 on this. And I already made my money on all the pieces that I had sold, because I actually bought this for $7 back then. So it was pretty good considering I had it for so long. Just really cool.
I mean, it's certainly a nice piece. Like, looking at it, I don't remember seeing this in person, but looking at it, it's certainly a nice piece. And it's worth mentioning that not everything that you list is going to sell in the first week or two.
You could probably hold on to it for like 2 years.
But as long as you have it priced correctly, eventually at the end of the day, someone is going to buy it. There is a buyer for what you're selling. It's just, I always tell young Thrifty chick this. It's no different than the stock market, right? Like you buy into the stock market, or you buy this or you buy that, and at the time maybe nobody wants it. And it depends. You might have to sit on it for a while, but eventually everything does sell. There is a buyer for everything that you have. As long as you are in, reasonable margins for the price, somebody will eventually buy it. And if you need to get rid of it, then knock the price down. Well, here's something, and I wanted to show you guys this because here's a lesson on what not to do. So I found these. I sell a lot of jeans. I sell a lot of Levi's, and Levi's sell really, really quick. Especially 569s. They sell almost instantly. It doesn't even matter how you list them. I didn't, when I found these in the thrift store, they were obviously new. There was no signs of wear, except for, I don't know if you can see it, but on the pockets, there's small defects on the pockets on the very bottom of the sewn pockets. And so what happened was, these jeans, even though they were in mint state, were factory rejects. And what happens when the factory rejects them is they take the main tags and they cut them and they mark the inside pocket with an R for reject. And then, who knows what happens to them from there. Well, what happens to them from there is anybody's best guess, but I found these in a thrift shop, so they end up somewhere else. Now, I paid $4 for these. I had them listed for $22.69. But when I went to go closer inspect them, to fold them up and put them where I keep all the clothes that I have for sale, I seen that. And I'm like, oh man, wow. And so I thought there's no way I'm going to sell these. So I took a picture of the cut tags. I took a picture of the R, and I said right on the main listing and in the description, factory rejects, and showed them the pictures, and I reduced the price to $12.49 because the reality is this is still a brand new pair of Levi's 569s, which are premier blue jeans, and I wouldn't even notice that on the back pocket, so I wouldn't care. I got an offer for $10. I spent $4. I didn't think I'd ever sell these things, so I just got my money back. And the moral of that story, and why I'm showing you this, is really, guys, when you're buying clothes and stuff like that, look really close, because if there's one stain, if there's one tag missing, if there's anything wrong with that piece of clothing, it's worthless. You've thrown your money away. I was extremely lucky to recoup the money I spent on these back, because after fees and shipping and everything, I just got my $4 back. That's it. So just be careful when you're buying clothes. Make sure you give it a real good look, a second look, and a third look. And if you got a young and beautiful wife, have her take a look too. But not mine.
So this one, I'm happy that I sold. I obviously love Bratz dolls because I used to play with them when I was a kid. This was at Walmart in the clearance aisle for $6.98. So I made $13 on this doll after everything said and done, and this actually sold today. So yeah. I already have it packaged, ready to go. It's going out tomorrow. Really cool. Obviously, they paid $24.99, but with eBay and fees and everything, I only made like a $13 profit on everything said and done. But that's still pretty cool, because you know what? That's $13 more than I had, which is cool.
And what this also highlights is something we tell you guys a lot of times. Maybe you see it in the shorts or whatever, but thrifting at Walmart is a real thing.
It really is.
It's a thing.
Most of the time.
We buy. I almost said the S word. We buy stuff in Walmart all the time. Yeah. That we resell for like 3 to 4 times what we bought it for. Yeah. What you guys have to understand about Walmart is this: not all Walmarts are the same nationwide. Okay, what is $5 at one Walmart here where we live, in the northeastern part of the country, is not the same as in California or Arizona or Florida or Tennessee.
Or maybe a city away.
Exactly. And these kind of deals, like with this doll, those aren't online. Those are specific store clearance items. So thrifting at Walmart is real. And if you guys are resellers and you're serious about it and you really want to maximize your profits, don't sleep on that.
Nope. Don't do it.
Don't do it. This one, every time we get into Walmart, I don't care what we're there for. She's like, I'm going over this aisle. And poof, she's gone. That's where she goes right away. And look, who can blame her? She's trying to make a buck, man. She's a young thrifty chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else you got for this one?
No, that's all I have for this evening.
All right, guys. Great to talk to you. We'll see you in the next one. We got some crazy stuff. You don't even want to know. I'm not even going to tell you. Just look, like and subscribe. We have got some bangers coming for you guys this next week leading up to Christmas. Like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. For Ghriffin and Young Thrifty Chick.
See you later.
See ya. Bye.